I've been waiting for Dream to make this video ever since he posted on Twitter after the whole controversy and drama between him and the voice actor of Gumball, Nicholas Cantu, when Dream posted that video of Nicholas in the front of an Uber, just being a crazed maniac and, you know, being drunk as hell and kind of going a little bit at Dream. And, you know, I made a video on that, so if you want to go, you could definitely go watch that video if you want to, I don't know, a little bit more context about some certain drama and Dream. But man, this video itself, I definitely recommend going to watch it. I will link it in the description. But there is a lot to go through in this video. I've dotted down some points of basically almost every single point from this video. It is a long video, so if there is a big chance that I might miss something, but I recommend you go watch it yourself. I'm just going to kind of give my opinions on a lot of the things that, you know, Dream talks about, and give what I think about the guy after this, because, you know, I would say that my view of him slightly has changed a little bit. I mean, in terms of his content, you know, I'm not a really big Minecraft content, in terms of watching Minecraft anymore. I don't really play it all that much myself, to be honest. I play it every once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, and then I get kind of bored of it. But in terms of him as a person, I definitely feel like, you know, I kind of see him a bit differently from this video as well. So we're going to put this into sections as well. Like I said, his video himself was into sections, and we're kind of going to go through it by each section. First of all, he talked about, you know, how he lied about when that photo of him of when he was younger and a little bit overweight was circulating around the internet, and he was claiming that it wasn't him. And the reason why he lied at first about him saying that that was him is because he wanted to keep his identity a secret. And I think that's absolutely fair enough. There's a lot of people on the internet, you know, who either Dream wanted to face reveal at some point, but he wanted to do it on his own terms, which I think is fair enough. And there's also some creators out on the internet that don't want to face reveal at all and want to keep their faces completely hidden, which I think is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So for him lying, saying that that wasn't me, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Dream talks about about him cheating in the speedrun. So Dream did a Minecraft speedrun about 3 years ago now, and he actually says that he hasn't done an official Minecraft speedrun since then, since this whole controversy went down, which I would have to say is probably his first big controversy that ever really hit, because I remember hearing about this 3 years ago as well. Dream at the time, he cheated because he was using a mod that was, how can I say, that was illegal towards speedrun. So if you use this mod for your speedrun then wouldn't count. But Dream at the time didn't know that. So he came out and made this big tangent and tried to defend himself really big on Twitter, because, you know, to him, he didn't know at the time that that mod was actually banned. Now, obviously, you can say that he should have done a bit more research, but if he didn't know, at the end of the day, he didn't know. So you can definitely forgive him for that. And he also hired an astrophysicist, a professor whose literal job is he's literally made to do fucking maths. And the reason why Dream hired this guy, and even in the terms and conditions of between the astrophysicist and Dream, was that even if, you know, no matter the outcome of what the astrophysicist's calculations for whether the speed run was possible or not, because when it comes to Minecraft speedruns, a lot of it comes down to probability, which is maths. Because, you know, your drop rates of is it possible that this, and this can all happen in the exact same Minecraft speedrun? And the astrophysicist came to the conclusion that yes, it was possible. But obviously, at the time, people still didn't believe Dream, even when he came out and, you know, had this professional saying that, you know, this guy was a lie and that the maths was faked, which is going to be a reoccurring thing of, you know, Dream trying to prove his innocence and coming up with a lot of facts, and then people still not believing the guy. He mentions a friend of his, Manatreed. So Manatreed was, and he denied it at the time. Dream actually came out and said that Manatreed wasn't a childhood friend of his, when it turns out that he actually was. Manatreed was part of the Dream SMP server, which is you know, Dream's official server. And Manatreed was part of that and kind of part of, you know, Dream's crew. And then it came out that said that Manatreed was abusing his girlfriend, and he was actually living with Dream at the time, and Dream, you know, was backing his friend. And the reason why Dream came out and said that he backed his friend is because, and I can understand where he's coming from as well, is that, you know, when you have a childhood friend, someone that you grew up with, it's sometimes really hard that someone that you know personally it doesn't do horrible things like that. And when Dream even confronted Manatreed about that stuff, he lied to Dream. And, you know, when your friend who you trust, who you expect to tell you the truth, comes out and lies to you directly to your face, it's, you know, you kind of believe them because you want to believe them because they are your friend. You know, and he was living with Dream during this time as well, but Dream knew nothing about this. So you have to obviously give him the benefit of the doubt. Dream was definitely being as sincere as he could. He defended his friend, thinking that his friend was in the right, telling the truth, and everything was just a lie. But it turns out that all this stuff was true, and now Dream is no longer friends with that person because, you know, same as me, if I found out someone was, you know, a massive abuser, I would not want to be friends with that person either. And then obviously this is when we're going to start going into the slippery slope. Dream has been accused of being weird with a lot of his fans and being weird with stuff that he posts. This a lot comes from his Snapchat. Dream in his video says that he posted a lot on Snapchat because apparently in order to like make a profit on Snapchat in terms of like Snapchat's creator program, and even I've noticed it with creators that I follow. So I don't go on Snapchat myself that much anymore. You know, I just don't use it as much as I used to when I was younger. And even Dream said, and I'm going to go into a little bit about Dream using it as well. But I've noticed that a lot of creators who are on there, who I've followed, like present and in the past, they post a lot. And they have to post a lot in order for them to get paid. So Dream said that he would just randomly post, not really thinking too much about what he posted, and was kind of just more or less shit posting. And, you know, the photos, a lot of the times he says, you know, it can be taken out of context. He admits that, like, he is a bit of a weird person and that, you know, he does post, like, you know, certain things that are weird. He also talked about replying to fans. Now, one thing about me when it comes to replying to fans, back in the day, it used to be fine. But now I definitely think that, you know, a lot of content creators skewer away from replying to fans, especially if they're underage. If they're underage, they do not reply to them at all. At all. And Dream, obviously, you know, he probably doesn't reply to fans anymore because a lot of these fans who, you know, even lied about their age and, you know, obviously have come out and made false accusations against him. Dream even said, he said in his video, and he even got a statement from someone who was running his Snapchat account. Dream said that he never really actually logged into that account. He had it linked up to his personal Snapchat account, where you could, through like some management program, management system, management tool that Snapchat has, where you can give someone permissions to post on your story through someone else's account. So that's how he would post that Snapchat account. He actually never really ran that account. It was actually someone else who managed that account themselves, and they were the ones who were replying to fans and taking screenshots of people who would send in through fan art, and they would just reply like when they felt it was necessary and appropriate. Dream also came out and talked about how, like, not just posting on Snapchat, but also his posts on social media, where a lot of the times he would post things to be satire. And a lot of the times people would take his stuff seriously. Like the time that he said he was going to unreveal his face. To him, he was doing that as satire. Now, unfortunately, with Dream, he does have a relatively young audience, you know, being a Minecraft YouTuber. And I feel like when you have a really young audience and you don't really establish from the start that, you know, you don't take yourself too seriously, people are going to take a lot of things, especially when they're young. When kids are so fucking gullible, they will think that satire is fucking true. And I've seen it so fucking much on the internet. Kids fall for shit all the fucking time, which is why I'm so glad. Like, one, Twitter shouldn't be for kids in the first place, but I'm so glad that Twitter's implemented the community notes tool to show, like, to let people know when something is fake. Because a lot of shit on the internet these days is fake, or it's a joke and people take it seriously. And that's what happened with Dream. He tried to make a lot of satire content, but his fan base just thought he was being fucking serious, which I kind of feel bad for, because, like, me, I hope people don't take, I try not to take myself too seriously, especially when I'm fucking streaming. Like, when I'm making videos, I try to, you know, try to give my point across and try to be, you know, a little bit more serious. But me in general, I try not to, if I can take myself too seriously. And it's just kind of sad that a lot of people were taking his videos out of context and not seeing them as satire, which he really did intend them to be. Now we are getting into the big chunk of the video, and, you know, the main controversy that has been surrounding Dream for a long time now, and that is all about the grooming allegations. Now, obviously, the first one that came out was this girl, Amanda. And if you go into Dream's video, you can see he even linked it in his description of all the messages between him and Amanda on Instagram. He originally replied to this girl like years ago. I think it was like 2019 when he first replied to this girl. And he even showed the reason why he said that he kept replying to her is because he actually couldn't delete her out of his inbox. Once you put someone into your inbox on Instagram, and he even showed this, you actually can't delete them out of there and they stay in there. They don't go back into your requested. Once you reply to someone, you then give them permission to reply to you at any point. So he kept replying to her here and there just so he could engage with his fans, and just because he wouldn't even reply to her all that much. And even the replies that he did send to her, they weren't weird. She would just say, "Hi, how are you?" He would say, "Good, how are you?" Maybe replying to fans isn't the best thing. Like he said, now he probably won't reply, and he's probably learnt from that. But nothing was weird about this situation. Then he said to her to add him on Snapchat, because at the time he was trying. That's when he was like starting to engage with music and trying to experiment with a lot of his music stuff. And he would like to post things, through his Snapchat, just because it's not like Instagram. When you post something on your Snapchat, it obviously, once you open it, unless you save it, it's gone. Even like Snapchat stories, after 24 hours, they are completely gone. They don't completely save. And once you send something to someone, you can even unsave it yourself and unsend it. And then this is when things started to go out of control, because then Amanda started to come out and say that once Dream added her on Snapchat, them two started to sext. There is no actual evidence of them two sexting. And the funny thing is about this Amanda girl as well is that she said that she was going to post hard evidence of the fact of, she said she was going to post pictures of Dream's dick, saying that, she had hard evidence of him sexting with her and him sending inappropriate images, and saying that she and him were planning to meet up at like some resort. Either he was going to go to her resort, or he was going to go to her resort and then pick her up and take her to his place. She even then came out saying that she was actually going to the police to file against Dream for grooming allegations. And Dream, the fucking Chad himself, this girl obviously had no evidence, even though she said she was going to post this evidence, never posted any types of evidence in the first place. Dream found the police station because she sent a picture of inside the police station that she was at. He called that police station and looked on file and called them up to say, can you please ask, because you can actually call up a police station to say, is my name in any types of files? He called up, and the police, the people that were like at the station, said that we cannot find your name or anyone who tried to file anything against you at any point. So obviously she might have gone there, said something with no evidence, because people young are fucking so naive, thinking that they can just go to the cops with no evidence and say like, oh, this person did this to me. Do you have evidence? Well, if you don't have evidence, they're just going to kick you out, because to them, that's just a false accusation. Without actual fucking evidence, you cannot file anything against someone. And she didn't have any, obviously, because if she had some, the cops would have taken it fucking seriously, and his name would 100% fucking be on file. He even said that during the time, like when this was all going on, before his face reveal, he didn't want a face reveal to anyone. He was actually extremely paranoid, and he talks about this multiple times in his video. And I can understand about someone being like this, about him wanting to be like basically like a hermit crab. He was inside constantly. This man barely went outside. He even if you believe it or not, he got his mum on call to say that, he basically locked himself in the house, because people also had his address as well, because he was doxxed and swatted multiple times before his face reveal, which I'm going to go into more like further down in my video as well. He covered his fucking windows because he didn't want anyone to actually see for the person that he was. He didn't want anyone to see his actual face. So why the heck would he then go and meet up with a random who will most likely take a photo of his face and reveal his face online to everyone and just tarnish his whole entire reputation? That just obviously doesn't make sense about why he would go ahead and do something like this. And during this time, about when all these accusations from this Amanda girl were starting to come out, you know, he was getting even more paranoid, and he actually went and had a go at Quackity, because him and Quackity had like a little bit of, I'm not sure, I don't really know how Dream explained it. It seemed like that, you know, Dream just had like probably a little bit of made up beef in his head because Quackity wasn't replying to him. And he kind of, you know, went and ranted about Quackity on Twitter. And even, you know, Dream comes out and says that he messed up there. He is completely sorry, and that it was a mistake. And I respect him for doing that. The best thing that someone could do whenever they actually have made a genuine mistake is to come out and try not to beat around the bush, try not to make, you know, excuses for their actions. Come out and say, hey, I fucked up. I'm really sorry, and I learned from my mistakes, and I won't do it again. Now, obviously, this is about the video that I made with Nicholas Cantu and Dream. Dream, the way that this all sparked up was that, you know, well, not really like sparked initially, but kind of, you know, exploded, was when Dream posted a video of Nicholas Cantu, who is the voice actor of Gumball, and multiple other, he's got other like endeavors through Cartoon Network as well. So he's a pretty like big voice actor, especially for his age. He's only like 21 years of age at this point in time as well. Dream posted a video of Nicholas drunk in the front of an Uber and kind of going off at Dream. And just, you know, I mean, I saw it. I didn't think it was like too bad at the time, and it was also stated by Dream saying that Nicholas also punched or slapped Dream in the face. I can't remember. I think it was just like, well, struck Dream in the face. And then it came out saying that, you know, some girl on Twitter said that Nicholas did that because Dream called her friend a whore. But then I didn't realize that girl actually came out and redacted her statement and said that that wasn't fucking true, and that she had lied about that and was thinking about some other person fucking ages ago, that this had nothing to do with this situation. So she clearly lied about that. Nicholas and Dream posted it on the video as well, saying that Nicholas actually, after that situation the next day, Nicholas came out, texted Dream saying that he apologized for his actions and that he was really sorry about slapping him and what he had said to him in the Uber. Then out of nowhere, like as time went by, Nicholas then started having a go at Dream, calling him a pedophile once again all over Twitter. And then that is what prompted Dream to then post a video on social media as like, you know, this is what's really going on. This is Nicholas for who he is. And at first, you know what, when I made that video, I was kind of like, I don't understand why Dream would post this, you know, especially if the situation all sparked up from like, you know, Nicholas originally like retweeted a photo from one of Dream's, from not a burner account, what would you call it? A fake account, a fake Dream account, which actually got verified, but is now banned on Twitter. And even I remember that account because that account was posting some weird ass shit, some really weird shit, and is why a lot of people, you know, were starting to believe that Dream was a really extremely weird and, you know, and was a groomer as well, because this account actually got really big and was verified, and a lot of people actually believed that it was Dream. And you know, Nicholas retweeted a photo of that, calling Dream a pedophile, and that's what prompted Dream to then post a video. So I can understand that now, why Dream would post that. Nicholas goes ahead, apologizes for him, says that he was a genuine person, and then keeps bashing Dream. So, you know, first you slap him, then you have a go at him at the Uber, then you apologize to him, and then you have a go at him again. So obviously Dream's then going to come out and say, fuck you, I'm posting this video. And Dream actually didn't even record the video in the first place. Nicholas was actually the one who wanted the video to be recorded of him. And Nicholas even says it in the video. He says, I make sure you are recording this. Make sure you're recording like all the things that I am saying. And then Dream himself, the it comes out and brings the fucking MVP of this video, the Uber driver himself. Now, even I was saying it in my video before that, you know, the text messages between Dream and the Uber driver could have been faked. But then Dream comes out and pulls the Uber driver himself. And I just want to say, the Uber driver, Terrell, this man has a 4.9 stars. Whoever is the motherfucker who stopped this man from getting 5 stars, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, because that man deserves 5 stars. This guy, it was an amazing fucking person. He gave really good advice, like even just in this video. Dream even posted the full interview between them two on his second account. And you know what? One thing that I really stand by, and I said this because I was watching the video originally when I was live streaming earlier today, or yesterday by the time that this video is going to come out, is that, you know what? I really I trust, you know, I would respect the opinion of a stranger, like in terms of someone's, you know, the way they perceive someone, more than someone who already knows that person. And I'll explain why. Is because if you have a blank slate on someone, that means you don't know nothing about them. You have no relation towards them. And if after, you know, a situation like that, what happened in Uber, because that was a pretty crazy situation, especially as an Uber driver, when these people are complete strangers and they are in your car. And then, you know, the Uber driver himself came out and said that, you know, Dream was trying to be the best person that he could in this whole situation. He was trying to de-escalate it, and Nicholas was just getting on his high horse. He obviously has an issue, and even I said that in my previous video as well, is that Nicholas has deep-rooted issues, and this man actually needs fucking help. Like, he obviously has an alcoholic issue. I'm not sure if drugs are involved, but he's definitely has some kind of, you know, he's definitely an alcoholic in some way, especially at a young age. And a lot of these, you know, child actors and child actresses, a lot of them, you know, they end up spiraling downhill. It's really sad to see when it happens. I do have like a little bit of sympathy for the guy, because I do feel sorry for a lot of these child actors that end up in situations where they do become alcoholics and kind of, you know, ruin their career and ruin their whole entire life. But I can understand that this Uber driver was like, Dream was a really good guy, because he didn't know him. And to get a perception like that of someone who doesn't know you, especially in a situation like that, you got to respect that person's opinion. Because for someone who knows someone else, for them to say that, oh yeah, he's a really good person, that's where, you know what, they could be definitely genuine, but there's also a chance that they could be blinded by certain things and be lying. The same when Dream said that he believed his friend Manatreed, like, even though Manatreed lied to him about the whole abusing his girlfriend situation, because Dream was blinded by this guy being his childhood friend. So you know what? I believe this Uber driver about, you know, what he said about Dream and Nicholas and about the whole situation. And the Uber driver was 100% the fucking MVP of this video. Dream then goes on to mention doxing and swatting. But before we get onto that, I'm gonna talk about the other like grooming allegation that came up not long after this Nicholas Cantu and Dream situation happened. And I remember I saw this, but I wasn't gonna I didn't make a video about it, because I already thought it was bullshit anyways. And this is the whole about how Dream sent someone that was underage at the time, that this was from years ago, said that Dream sent a video to this girl on Snapchat of himself moaning. And I remember when this was first going around Twitter, this was posted by a complete burner account. This account was literally made like the day after all this shit was going down, and then like instantly instantly posted this video. And the funny thing is that even Dream says it. It's not really a direct video of Dream moaning from this girl. It's a video of a video of a video. And in the video in the DMs is screenshotted and then posted onto Twitter. It is such fucking BS. It obviously looked BS. And I can't believe that people actually believe this, because you could change your name to whatever the fuck you want on Snapchat. And no one even clicked on the fucking thing to open it, and it didn't even look fucking real, like actually legit. It obviously was faked, and it was obviously fucking bullshit. You can change your name to whatever the fuck you want for free on Snapchat. How do people not fucking know this? Of course it was fake. You can't change your username yourself, but you can change your fucking display name. You can change your friend's display's name. I can go on my Snapchat, search up go into one of my friend's profiles and change the fucking name of what he's fucking called. I ended up fucking opening up Bumble because that's fucking yellow as well. I can go into my fucking friends, change fucking, I got my mate Dylan here. His fucking name is Diego because he's a dickhead. And then I could change it to dumbass. Oh, fucking a dumbass sent me a fucking video. Of course it was fucking fake. It was such fucking bullshit. And then this guy, the burner account, even said that he was going to take Dream, called up Dream's local police in Orange County, Florida. And the funny thing is that in Florida, and I learned this from one of the videos that I've made about someone getting arrested in Florida, and people mentioned it in my comments, is that you can actually go online, and every single person, whenever like an accusation, whenever any type of criminal offense is filed against someone, you can go ahead and search it up in the criminal documents on the internet. It's all fucking public. Dream went on the internet, tried to find anything under his name that was like, you know, posted about, that was filed against him. He even called up his local police to look for anything in the files that was posted that was filed against him, and they had fucking nothing against him whatsoever. So it was obviously fucking bullshit. This guy even had in his description of his Twitter saying that if Dream thinks I'm lying, he can come ahead, message me, and sue me. And then he took the fucking description down because he knows he was fucking lying. Of course he was fucking lying. And then Dream talks about this, and he talked about it multiple times in his video, and I want to talk about it as well, is that Dream, during all of this, during this time when a lot of things were going down, Dream was doxxed and swatted. And he was even swatted before he face revealed. And I just want to say one thing about doxing and swatting. I think that anyone who doxes and anyone who swats anyone should be legally, it should be legally held against them. It should be now put in the law that whenever you put in any type of false tip, any type of false accusation against someone, you should be charged, jailed, or anything. You should have to go to court for that shit, because doxing and swatting is extremely fucking dangerous. You are putting so many people's lives at risk for doxing. For doxing, you can put someone's entire life at risk. Swatting, you can put their life into risk even more. There is literally people who have been hurt from swatting in the past multiple fucking times. It has happened multiple times where someone has tipped the police saying that, given like a false tip to get a streamer swatted, and they have gotten hurt in the process. Swatting and doxing is fucked up, and like whenever someone does it, that should be legally held against them, and they should be charged. And if you think that you can just like call up the police and they don't know where you are, doesn't matter what fucking kind of phone you're on, doesn't matter where you are. The moment that you are put through to an operator, they know where you are. They have your location tracked. Your phone is a GPS tracker. Even if you have that shit turned off, this knows where you are. You call up fucking 911 in America, 000 here it is in Australia. You call them up, they know exactly where the fuck you are. So like they should be able to, if there comes through a false like tip, police should then show up at that person's house, arrest them, and then fucking charge them. That is honestly what should be fucking done. Dream is also near the end of the video as well. He showed that people like just take photos of him in public, which I think is also fucking disgusting as well. Like, I hate when people like take photos like unknowingly of famous people and then tried to make shit up. Like, this person posted photos of Dream onto their TikTok and then like started making shit up. They even just to like, you know, go against him, they said he was a shit ping pong player. Like, what's the point of that? What's the point of like, this guy is literally just trying to live his life, trying to go outside, trying to hang out with some friends, and you are like breaching his privacy. Yeah, he's in public, but doesn't mean you should go ahead and take fucking photos of him. I don't know why people would do that. If I saw someone that was famous, I'd either just go, oh, that's so-and-so. That's really cool. Or if I really wanted a photo of them, I would ask, hey, really nice to meet you, big fan or whatever, or I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. Is it okay if I get a photo with you? And if they say no, move along. If they say yes, great, take a fucking photo with them. I don't get this whole like, oh my God, look, it's Dream. Oh my God. Oh shit, I'm gonna post some false shit about him on social media. Why? Just because he's like the internet's fucking punching bag? Obviously. And then to top off the end of the video is that, you know, a lot of shit has been said about Dream, and a lot of people have posted certain things about Dream, and Dream obviously makes it very, very clear at the end of this video is that shit is so fucking easy to fake on the internet. It is so easy to fake with AI and all these programs and all these like websites that are out there. You can fake so much shit, and he even shows it at the end of his video. He shows how he faked Snapchats and messages from XQC and then fakes messages from Pokimane, just to show how you can easily manipulate and fake certain things. And I'll tell you what I fucking like. I'll tell you what I fucking hate is that I then went on fucking Twitter and people were posting the fake shit that Dream made to try and make a fucking point that shit is easily faked. And people were saying that it was real to try and fucking get other people to comment on their shit. It's like, how fucking low do you have to be to do shit like that? How fucking dumb and how fucking like, how deprived are you to want to get fucking comments on it, that you have to make fake shit, that you have to post fake stuff saying that it's real? Stop it. You're literally just making the internet a worse place than it already is. The internet is a shit and horrible fucking place to be. It honestly is, majority of the time it is. I love the internet because I'm able to communicate with my friends and play video games. And you know what? I honestly like making videos. I like making videos, especially commentary. I like making commentary videos because I like chatting. I like chatting about certain subjects, you know, especially when it comes to a lot of internet things, because, you know, I spend most of my time on the internet than I do in fucking in the real world. I don't really care about real life celebrities. I care more about internet celebrities. And I like to talk about things, and I like to get feedback from community. And I love recording. I love editing. I love streaming. I like doing it. I don't do it because, you know, like if I get famous, that'd be fucking amazing. But I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I want to. That's the reason why. But at the same time, I fucking hate being on the internet because of the amount of toxic and piece of shit people that there are. Now, like I said at the start of the video, my perception of Dream completely has changed a lot. In my previous video, when I mentioned about him, I said that things weren't really looking good in terms of, you know, these whole accusations against Dream. Because a lot of the times, Dream was kind of overly defending himself on Twitter. And I definitely think that Dream has learnt from this. And he even kind of mentions it a little bit, is that he kind of knows that, you know, and even I saw someone say it in his, in like the comments of his video. Twitter is hell. Twitter is honestly hell. If you are any type of content creator, like the best thing that you can do when it comes to Twitter is to just not reply to anything that what people say against you, because majority of the time it's just people wanting to have a dig at you and wanting to see your downfall, especially when you're as big as Dream is. All people want to do is see you crash and burn because they're jealous or they're parasocial. And Dream even mentions it. A lot of these fans that he has are just parasocial fucking crazed lunatics. A lot of fans these days, especially when they're young teenagers, they just get overly obsessed with a lot of these YouTubers, and they just think that they have this kind of direct like relationship between them. And then when that person doesn't give the same energy back, because, you know, they got all these fans, you know, they're not going to reply to you. They don't know who the fuck you are. They're just here for your entertainment. They're not your friend. But these people don't understand that. So then they probably get mad. They probably get a little bit annoyed, thinking that like, oh, Dream should be my friend. You know what? I'm going to sabotage him because he's not my friend, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm jealous because, you know, Dream's a massive Minecraft YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to fucking like, you know, try to bring him down because I want attention. You know, Dream's getting all this attention. I want the attention, blah, blah, blah. And that's why they fucking do it, because people these days are fucking insane. And I hate it when people make false accusations, because it really takes away from people who are actually going through shit. Because there are definitely people out there who are groomers. There are people out there who are pedophiles. And those people should be the ones who are brought into justice, not false accusations. And it's obviously that a lot of this shit, and Dream fucking proves every fucking point in his video. He brings out so many facts. He brings out so much shit. And he is showing as much evidence as he possibly can to prove his name. And you know what? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to believe him. And he seems like a genuine good person, that he's trying to just do the best he can. He's trying to clear up his name. I definitely think that he will recover from all this. I hope that he goes back to making his content and everything that he does. I wish him definitely 100% the best for his future. I think that, you know, he'll just go back to making Minecraft videos because that's really what he wants to do. I've already seen on fucking Twitter, already people are starting to make accusations again. Why is it that whenever Dream makes a video or something comes out about Dream, that's when everyone hops on like the accusations? That's when all the accusations come out, because they just want the attention. It's obviously fake. I saw shit on Twitter earlier saying that like, oh, more grooming allegations, more proof of Dream being a groomer. It's fucking bullshit. And then people are still fucking believing it because they just want us. They literally, I don't think that people actually want to sit down, listen to Dream, give him the benefit of the doubt, and believe like the person who has the most proof. Because the people who have come out against Dream don't have proof. They don't have actual hard proof. Dream has come out, been as genuine as possible, been as genuine as he can, and I fucking give him the benefit of the doubt, like I've said multiple times, and he has given as much evidence, and he's shown it to you, given it to you in front of your fucking face. I think if you don't fucking believe him, then you really just hate him. Then you just hate him. I don't care for him, like in terms of his content. As a person, like, you know what? I think I think he seems like a genuinely nice, good person. I honestly feel like he's a genuine person. He's obviously made mistakes in the past. We all have. None of us are the fucking greatest. None of us are the best. Me, I'm a fucking asshole. I can be an asshole at times. That's just how I am. I can be a complete dick. I can be wrong about certain things. We're all fucking human. But to call him a groomer and a pedophile and to have all these false accusations against him, I think that these people just want to see him crash and burn. And that's all it is. Even though there's nothing actual, like, factual and actually, like, anything against him that shows that he is any type of groomer in any way possible at all. But man, I really wish the best for Dream. I really want to hear your guys' opinions about this whole entire situation down below. Let me know if you disagree with me. Let me know if you agree with me on any points. Did I miss anything as well? Is there a point of his video that maybe you think I should have mentioned, talked about a little bit more, given my opinion a little bit more? If I do miss anything and you think I should elaborate on certain things, I'll try to comment. Usually I don't reply to a lot of people's comments because I just like to see people, like, you know, comment back and forth and give their opinions here and there in my comment section. But there is a lot to this, so I'll try to give my opinion in the comment section if people do comment for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. That's it from me. Peace out.